What's up, folks? What's up, folks? What's up? What's up? All right, we in the house today. Day, you can see it is my birthday here. Yeah, my birthday right here. I used to be the bad guy. Well, I'm probably still the bad guy. Let's get this shirt right. Shit. Well, that's up on the shirt. Uh, all right, yeah. Trying to look all right. Oh shit, sure. All right. Well, anyway, folks. Yeah, I'm in the house today. I'm in the house today. Uncle REG for you. That's right. We're gonna go in, talk a little bit about reaching 60 and stuff like that. This little stuff. You got to go on the Iran war. U.S. Iran war update on that. 50 Cent, beef by Tasha Kim. I'm gonna play a couple videos of her, some other videos too. I might be on here for a minute and stuff. Yeah, this is I got my drink ready. I mixed drink. I'll drink this all through here. I'm not drinking no beer, but I got a mixed drink. I got some stuff. I got some E&J in there. Mix my own little concoction up. Yeah. Anybody want to support, Cash App is in the link. It's in the link in the chat and down below. I appreciate it. Now, I don't expect too much support after all the stuff that happened, in the last year or so. I don't really expect too much for support. That's obvious. Just support, give me a like or whatever that's in that third. And, you want to support, Reg turn 60. That's all good. Yeah, because quite a few people don't make it to 60, man. They don't. It's crazy. Don't make it. They don't make it. Especially these youngins out here, these YNs, they just say they think it's an honor dying at 16, 18 out here in these streets and stuff. Want to kill everybody, It's no love out there no more. No, we don't want to live the old and see your kids grow if you don't have kids like me. And you want to see, be there, to see stuff. Now, like I said, I'm not counting ruling out no kids. People say, "Oh, you too old." No, you ain't too old. Was Alexander Curry had a kid with my age? Shit. Oh, Reg, but he died right after. Well, that's because he probably had bad health. It had nothing to do with not having a kid. He just died. He had bad health. So did KS. KS had kids, but he died because of bad health. I still think that somebody knocked him off. I still think somebody knocked him off. You got Sansa Smith. She died in a hotel room. Bad health. She was all right at first, but she gained a lot of weight, and she was back there waiting. She was probably eating bad and stressing out. Hotel to the car, hotel to the car. At one point, it seemed like her channel was doing good. She was on it. She started doing the shorts like Angry Man did and got about 200, 300,000 subs. But they stopped her real quick. But then, she passed away in a car. Remember, she was a terror on here, man. When she flagged my channel, I got to strike off of that motherfucker. Yeah, that motherfucker was a terror on here back in the day. She was talk of the town. All these same niggas that was talking shit about it, most of them, 2 of them had sex with her. 2 or 3 of them had sex with her. Go figure on that. That's right. And the others wanted to have sex with her. She was in the King magazine, the big booty shit. She was the big booty model. At the end of the day. It's just that she just her life just turned tragic at the end. So hey, the ancestors took her out to say, "Come on, let's go." Be that big movie model upstairs and shit. Yeah, so some people don't make it 60. Beasley said Beasley. He passed away, but I could tell he had bad health, man. Some of these dudes you don't hear, they don't show themselves. A lot of them got bad health, fat, overweight, looks like a goddamn gorilla and shit. Look at themselves. This why I don't show themselves. He showed himself. I said, damn, this dude is like the. I'm surprised this motherfucker ain't kicked the bucket. Send him to the submarine. Oh, do I got my submarine? Yeah, let's play that. Okay. And then you got who else you have? You had Ron Wills that had a stroke and got over it, and I think it's somebody else that had a stroke and got over it too. Quite a few people, man. It just they passed away on here. David Carroll too. There's another one. Didn't want to put down no cigars, and he went on stream saying that, the doctor told him you need to put that cigar down. Now they told any man that same thing too, because he came in and said, but he still smoking. I guess once you start smoking them, I guess you can't get off of them, man. But that's gonna be the death of him. And he's not trying to work out. That man ain't trying to work out. This motherfucker getting bigger and bigger and start talking that shit. But that shit is gonna hit him. He don't understand. Once you pass 40, that's when all the shit start to hit you, man. I'm telling you, you have to get straightened out here, man. That's when you need to keep up on this shit and probably try to change the way you eat it. And you smoking cigars every day, like 3-4 cigars every day. That shit's like smoking 3-4 packs of cigarettes in one sitting. That's crazy, man. But there's a lot of dudes on here that smoke that. And it's very addictive. But then when the last time Angry Man been in the gym? You see him inside. He trying to say, I'm a boss, man. I think he said that the reason why I'm fat is because people who got a lot of money is fat. Look at all the mobsters. They was fat. It was fat cats. You're going to go with that analogy. That's why people don't be listening to him. That's why people be always going to disrespect him. You like Angry Man? You're like, well, he's just going to do it. He just got to pay the cost. David Carroll did. And the doctor told him straight out, I saw the stream. He smoked them squares, I believe. Always he did. This shit is, but some people smoke cigarettes and don't have that problem. But some people smoke cigarettes and end up getting cancer stuff. It's weird how one person can do something, it don't affect them. The other person can do it, it affect them. But when a person might get on here and saying that, well, I've got perfect health, I'm perfect health, and you in your 40s or something like that, and something's wrong with that person. He's the first one that's gonna drop off eventually. So I've been going to the doctor. I got to go to the doctor again. Checking up on you. So I've been doing that and stuff. It's just a little bit. You don't. You have the strength. Yeah, I could think you just got to push yourself more. I think 60 ain't no death sentence. You just a little bit older. Unless you've been partying hard out there, constantly partying, drinking, smoking, or you been doing coke and shit. Like Dwight Howard, that nigga, that dope. I mean, you saw that bag that his wife held up. That shit was a gallon bag, dog. That shit is half empty. That shit is half empty. That shit was half empty. That shit was half empty. That's some wild shit, dog. You tell me that he the one snorted all that shit up? No, I'm not. I think she was sorting that shit up too. She had something in the little thing, a little cylinder or something like that. Took out a rock, so she on that shit too. It's just that it's just out of control. That's why they got their kids taken from them. Listen, both of them was on the dope, man. And now Dwight Howard divorced her. Is about to get divorced. Is going to divorce her. I guess you're talking too much. But guess who's got proven right? His ex-girlfriend. I thought he married her, but he didn't. He got kids by Royce. Because she been saying all along this dude was crashing out. This dude was on that bullshit. On that type of time. But nobody want to believe that shit. It was get on here saying you're not a good wife, that girlfriend, whatever, this and that and third, But she's right. Yeah, so 60 is not, it's a milestone, I mean, like I said, a lot of people can't even get there, man. They can barely get to 40, 45, 50. They can't get to 50, they already dead. So it's a blessing out here to get there. And I hope everybody can get there. But you don't have to, you can say, watch your diet and watch everything. You do. You always worked out. So I always worked out and always, and I didn't smoke no weed and nothing like that and this and that. And, the thing you do is probably eating food, soda or something like that, Little beer I drunk, when I'm here on live, I stop that, So, that's not gonna affect me. So next thing I want to talk about is, the channel, my channel, I got some comments on it about my channel and stuff like that. And let me, I'm not mad at the people that want me to bring the channel back to where it was, but I just can't do it. I mean, I just can't do it. That's in the past. I don't feel that is feasible. It's not feasible. It wasn't feasible then. I start losing. So comments I'm gonna bring up. The last videos I talked about my channel. People feeling some kind of getting their feelings. Okay, now this is from Don Ordito. Okay. You understand that you didn't want your channel demonetized, so you had to tweak it and change up to however you had to go on my uniquely interesting characters that made up a good coin. Yeah, okay, that's true. Okay. One can argue that the fiery live streams are a blueprint to the panel stream. Exactly. Okay, I agree with him on that. Not only they are making bank off of bounties and super chat, they have more stuff. Yeah, true. I believe that some judgment you would have had a channel that would generate a decent amount of loot for you. Yeah, but sometimes it's not about the loot; it's about how you feel. At least for me, that's what some people say. Some people revel in the beef. Me, I can't. I have a conscience. I have a heart. Yeah, I have a heart. It wasn't going nowhere. People come on here just to argue. If I say this, they say that. It was like, we don't want to listen to you, Reg. We want to just hear what the crash out. When they crash out, they didn't even want to listen to none of the intro I was doing, any type of topic I was talking. They just want to get to the crash and come on a panel and get the crash. That's why I blocked certain people. They never come back over here again. Some people I blocked, they will never come back over here again ever in goddamn life. And anybody else say some goddamn shit about it, I see, I'll block them. That's what it is now. Because I'm not trying to. I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to move forward. But my channel was for entertainment, it was for edutainment. A little entertainment, yeah. But basically, I wanted to talk about the stuff that people don't know about. That's basically what my channel is. So I don't feel bad for them wanting to have that channel because it was a place they can come to, because other people probably rejected them, didn't want them over there, they didn't feel right over there, but they felt right over here. And it made some noise. Remember, I had almost everybody else in this sector and some other sectors over here. Who could say they had Tommy over there, the channel? Going at Tommy. And Tommy going at you. Who could say that? Who can even say that? They can't. You had to have a whole bunch of stuff before Tommy come over. I didn't. I'm just saying, and I had it right down the curve. I had a lot of people who Kevin Samuel said something about me. Courtesy of Obsidian. He knew me. And he was over here for a minute. It's just that the people didn't, receive him well. But I'm sure that if I talked to Kevin Samuels and I was ever cool with Kevin Samuels, he would have been cool with me. I'm sure of it. Had everybody over here. Man of Tomorrow was that. Everybody was over here that was cool with me at one time. What's his full name? DJ Kulu. He was cool. That Supreme was over here for a minute. Ty City, over here. Mill, I think came over one time. And I think I said something about, we old school, you new school, and I guess you didn't take offense to that. And yeah. But everybody came over here. All the women came over here. Everybody, those women came over here at one point. I had something going. It just crashed and burned. I mean, shit. Can I blame one certain person for it? No. Can I blame that person? Yeah. Can I blame myself? Yeah, for letting a lot of stuff get out of hand, mostly. So that's one message. Let me see if I can find the other message. Because they're at me. That's what they're doing. They're at me, brother. Let's see. You can find it. Another one. Let's see. Where's it at? And then you have Soul. I guess he did a live, and I think that's when DJ Kuda was on there. Because I don't look at him. I'm not subscribed to him, so I don't look at his channel. And he always called me Reginald. Now, only problem I have with you calling me Reginald is that only women call me Reginald. Everybody call me Reg for short. Then nobody call me. Teachers call me Reginald because they have to. People that's in the government, or you go to them, call you Reginald. Trying to apply for credit, whatever, Reginald, but men don't usually call me. They don't call me Reg or Reginald. So there's no relationship bullshit. I don't know. He's trolling. Basically, he just put this pick up in here. Got a violin. Like I said, nobody never seen what this motherfucker looked like. So I mean, anybody that's to me don't show themselves. I ain't take them serious. If you want to make it in this game, you got to show yourself. You got to show your face so they can see who you are, see your emotion on your face and stuff, and this and that and third. It is what it is. But this is just what he thinks. But this is probably my making. Him and the niggas fear. He had to change the name, the niggas fear, because the nigga was getting them in trouble. Of course it was. People say, this is a white boy. And then you have Gabe, the kid crying. That's one thing about his channel. Everybody that's the enemy. It's Shatira, okay, the Reed Jones. You don't come over here, man. What's the freedom of bullshit? He said, Red think he can escape the mandatory red pill fuck algorithm. He's deaf. No, I'm not in it for death. You are in it for death. I just watched Red Live. We get it to he deleted his montage channel because after he created. Yes, I did. It's gone. Red still has a channel. It's some fool. Donald Hope wasn't dumb enough. Yes, I did. I deleted it. Leave the montage channel. Y'all don't know me. I don't care. I start over again. You delete the channel. It's like you're getting your channel deleted. Why not? It wasn't making no money, and it was shit on that channel. I think the algorithm was fucked up on that channel. I can't get nothing going. So they didn't think I did it. Hey, I did. It's not private. It's not on private. That's just gone as a motherfucker. That motherfucker channel gone in the wind. That's just gone in the wind. Yeah, gone in the wind. So let me so that's the reason I'm reading the post from there. Let's go ahead to another post. So they don't think I would do something like that. Y'all don't know me. Like I said, all this time, none of them people know me. Y'all didn't think it would come to this. I'm at this point where I got rid of most people off of here. I don't know. Y'all don't know me. But that's all right. Doesn't matter really, because I ain't gonna be talking about this issue no more. It's not need to, because once I deleted my main channel, that's it. It's over. So there's no need to talk to them no more. It's Uncle REG here on out. Let's see, I'm trying to find where I left off at. It's one more comment I want to read. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing the wrong thing. Wait a minute. Let me go over here. I was just down on me. I don't need to do all that. I'm going through the, what you call it? Going through the notifications. It'll take me too long. Let me see. Okay, there's Don again. Now he made a comment saying you're sitting on self-spill, you're sure there's bumps in the road, however, it needs some tweaking to do trying on the content. what's funny is that those content creators in your ear telling you that we messed up your channel got you surpassed by you. I'm not worrying about who goes past me. That's the thing. Bounties and Parasite. And then he at Big Game. I don't know why y'all even at Big Game. But what he's doing? Brian, of course, the Emperor, so Free Zone. Everybody and Kevin K. Maxwell got a problem with me, basically. I mean, who was in my ear? That's one thing. What, Sly? Sly was in my ear? What, the plug was in my ear? It's crazy. I guess y'all don't believe when I said that, hey, I was going down, I just didn't feel right about it, but, it just is what it is. And where's another one? Okay. All right, it was Big King. All right, no, that's not it. Oh, let me you post. Oh, those comments are off. There were some comments from somebody, but I think the comments was off. That was 4 months ago. This was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was some comments from, I think it was from somebody, and I just can't find it. It's not on here. Yeah, the comments are turned off. Oh yeah, that's right. I deleted that. I put the video to private, but the Emperor said something, and what you call it said something. Big Game said something. I guess the Emperor said that you had me on there and AC, but AC was always fighting with everybody. AC was always threatening to kill you and everybody else, but you want him on there. Just tell me y'all just want the drama, man. I said, well, why you want somebody that's always threatening you? But then you say that I miss him. Oh, there goes the Emperor. You see that I want to reflect on the things in life and never finish. You failed as a businessman and a YouTuber. What are you talking about? I failed. Who said that? You turn a big right on people. I ain't have my back, man. What are you talking about? The cat in the aroma, pork chops, talking about health, but you, man, I'm healthier than you, and I trust me. When you be 60, you probably won't make it, Emperor. So I don't think so. Why don't you go over there and keep messing with mahogany? Why are you over here for? Let me get you up out of here. There's no reason for you to be over here. This is Uncle REG now. This ain't none of that. So we glad that you blocked everybody. That's all right. That's cool. It's gonna be like this. Hey, Red, you blocked everyone that gave you super chat party. No, I didn't block everybody that gave me super chat. Some of the people that gave me super chat party is people that you probably don't even know. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just I blocked the people that you know. You probably the chat mafia and them other fools. That's it. I don't need to reflect on nothing. I reflect that I made a mistake of not doing what I did, getting rid of that channel when I should have got rid of it. Switching out. I don't know. I think that some of y'all don't want to be a YouTuber. How can I be a big YouTuber if I got so much beef on there? Now I told you, and I sat there told y'all about the channel. Told you. that. Hey man, every time I did those lives, yeah, because it keep freezing because when I go to the channel, when I go to the channel, to my YouTube window, it freezes for some reason. That's why. When I stay on here, it don't freeze. But I told you that every time I did those lives that y'all like so much and stuff, limited ads, no ads. At first, it was green. And then I come back an hour from now, 2 hours from now. Oh, I got to apply for a review. And it went yellow. So that stops you from making money, just off the strength of money you get, the big money you get. And if you like that, you're gonna get the lowest CPM rates. You didn't get no money. And then by the time it went green, guess what? I missed a whole day of money. The first critical part is the beginning of that video you make to the end of that live stream. When you start that live stream to the end, that's the critical part. If you don't get them money there, it's gonna fuck up everything else. Unless the video go to 10,000 views, 20,000, that wasn't happening. That's all I was trying to explain, but nobody's trying to hear me with that. Shit. You going back and forth with Mahogany. He's going back and forth with Mahogany. Wanted me to have that bullshit over there. You going back and forth with Danini. Warren going back, all this shit. I'll bring you up. Everybody else that don't like you come up and start talking shit. Now the emperor, I don't know what you'll crash out, man. You ain't trying to build nothing. You just arguing with women. You arguing with a woman on here, with one woman on here. You ain't trying to fuck her. She ain't gonna give you no pussy now. If you was gonna give you some pussy, she ain't gonna give it to you now. Shit don't make no sense. You ain't Warren. It's crashing out. Now see what Mahogany going to the law trying to get y'all niggas off YouTube. This shit's crazy, man. I didn't want to deal with none of that shit. But you didn't understand YouTube politics. That's what I'm saying. Some of y'all always cared about the content, the crash out content. Simple as that. But that's all right. It's all good. That's what y'all want. I'm not getting mad or anything like that. There's no need to get mad. It just is what it is. I decided to do what I wanted to do, and that's it. So you think I'm a failure? You don't need to come over here, man. You don't come over here. If you think I did bad things, I didn't do right and stuff, you act like this is your channel. Today is my channel. If I want to fuck the channel off, I'll fuck the channel off all I want. If I want to do this, I want to do that. Y'all got channels. That's what I understand. You got channel. Build it. Do better than me. If you think I fucked up or whatever, you build the shit. Yeah, let's see where you go. Let's see how far you get. What's up, CD Gay God? What's up? Alan, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you. Thank you. Man, this is crazy shit. You gotta understand something, you know. Um, you can't just keep putting it on me. If y'all want beef, y'all want a channel where y'all can go to and do this and that. Like that's your channel. You gotta work on the channel, but then build that channel up. You want to work at it. Remember, the shit came to me natural. I got all these people on here because I can do that. Y'all can't do that. That's the problem. So I want y'all to build another channel like mine, where you had all these people in here, then you get the super chat, the bounty. You can have Gabe to help you, but you can't do that. Maybe Gabe can help you. Cause he's over here talking shit. Every time I kick him off, he go back over to we guys, and then you get mad at him, he go over there, and then when I give him a wrench, he just said, so all that stopped. And nobody giving no wrench, nobody. That was Reg the bad guy. This is Reg, Uncle REG now. We finished with that. I told you he's a troll. And that's one of my mistakes of having Gabe over here. He's just a crash out. Just want to crash out. And then all the guys I kicked off that was on that red pill bullshit talking points, big game, the motherfuckers got mad at that because they want to hear that shit. They want to hear all that red pill shit. All that red pill Kevin Samuels bullshit. They didn't get you nowhere. Where did Kevin Samuels get you? Nowhere. Y'all still fussing with women. Y'all still arguing. Y'all actually are still arguing with women. Kevin Samuels didn't argue with women. He just told women what it was about, and they listened. That's the thing, listening. These women ain't listening to what you're saying. You arguing with them, you ain't listening to what the fuck you have to say. Nothing. This is back in the day we picked on the girls we actually like. You had one of the hottest channels like you get some heavyweights. Yeah, but see, they can't do that. They can't bring nobody up here like I did. No, come on. None of y'all was able to get no money. You're talking about, you got no money. You said you just run a monetized channel. They can't do it. This is the problem. I want y'all to do it. I want y'all to put the work in and try to see if you can do the same thing I did and better. And not fuck off the money, like you say. Let's see how long having bounties, putting bounties on people, this and that, third is going to hold. You see that shit with Fatty's kind of slowing down. He was doing that shit. Like that shit don't last long because beef is bad for business. Is what I'm trying to tell you. They ain't trying to hear me. Beef is bad for business. Why think Gabe ain't got none of that shit on his channel? If that was so beef was profitable, he would have it on his tech channel. G Lowry would have it on his and stuff. Keep Tech would have. Keep Tech wouldn't be able to get to 100,000 if he had beef on that shit on his channel. Come on, get the fuck out of here. This shit ain't gonna happen. We got 10,000 subs. All of them, 3 of them got 10,000 subs. The tech guys. That shit wouldn't happen. That shit be dead if we start having beef on there. They want to beef over here. I can't do that shit no more. And I don't care who say, oh, Reg's gonna change his mind. But it's probably Brian and stuff was saying that shit. What's up, Char Willie? Thank you. Yeah. If you want to support, I got the Cash App in there. No problem. But this ain't about that today. Today, I'm talking some shit. Sometimes, money ain't gonna solve everything. Getting to money, oh, you got all this up, chat, gas. They're making money over there. But how long? How long is freezing all them gonna make money? Oh, I'm already thinking about good things. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you this because some people just don't get it. Their hard head is brick. Talking to a brick. Now, we're gonna be on here for a minute because I got stuff to say, and I got to do the rest of the stream. It's the last time I'm talking about this shit. Now, I don't know. I might keep this up. I don't know. I know you miss it. Everybody miss it because everybody nowadays addicted to beef. Everybody's addicted to beef. Right there, you have a whole entire beef sector. Even these people that's working in tech and stuff, they come over here for the beef. They come over here just to see you crash. Like, he don't like you, but then, what do you expect from a tether? So, what do you expect? Come on. He said, you survived. I sure did. That was no joke back then, fool. That's why I'll be bugged out on Angry Man talking about, oh, you guys are racist to Hispanics and stuff. Hold on, man. God. All right, yeah. Like I'm saying, that's why I'll be bugged out on Angry Man when we keep going up, sitting there, going in, saying black people, it's racist to Mexicans and stuff like that. See, dude, you don't live in California. How the hell can we be racist in here when they the ones chose that side? Not all of them. I'm just saying that a lot of them did. One thing I agree with Red Supreme on that. Yeah. But I'm gonna talk about that later. Yeah, come on, man. I'm old enough, 60, to remember when it wasn't as many Mexicans here in LA. There was only one side, like the east side, like I said, the east side of LA and stuff like that. It wasn't even in the valley and shit like that. There was, a few women here and there that maybe look white, make a pass for white, but it's very few. They all started coming in right after I got out of high school, like in the 80s, the late 80s, mid 80s and stuff. That's when they started really rolling up in here. And I think that black people, like in the 90s, they started migrating out other places, to Texas and stuff, Atlanta, and stuff like that, to get away from the bullshit here and stuff. It was fun, but the Warren, Warren stuff went too far because he wouldn't leave it alone, man. This is what I was saying. The motherfuckers just thought that I was wrong for that. I said, dude, this is, you gotta let it go. Now I'm sure I'm hearing that he got a woman or something like that. According to Mahogany, he got a woman now and stuff. But but he still be arguing with these women on here. It's not gonna do good. I don't think that Kevin Samuels told you to sit there day after day argue with women. That wasn't what he was supposed to be talking about. That wasn't his message. Hold on, folks. Okay, let me see. So I said, okay. He said it was fun, but Warren stuff went too far. And said Warren cool, but he just went through a lot. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's good, but he's still going through it. He's still having put the shit behind him. And I really think Mahogany Man need to stop talking to them and start responding to dudes, man. I mean, it's not gonna work, man. It's gonna keep going as long as she responding. It's gonna keep on going. Responding to her, responding to him, Warren, and responding to Josh and whoever else over there that don't like her or whatever. Well, they kind of hate like her because they want to be with her. Tell you the truth, they want to be with her. Some hate fucking going on, I guess. Want to hate fuck her or whatever. On the real though. But I think she need to stop responding. Just because it just, unless you're doing it just to get attention, you're hoping that people feel sorry for you, whatever the case may be. That ain't gonna work. Shit. Well, you think you're gonna get a whole bunch of subs fucking around with them niggas? If someone see you blow your channel blow up, nah, ain't gonna blow up like that. You need to take a page from Cynthia G and the other broad, I forgot her name. They went to a bigger channel, got put on, ran the subs up, the views up, and they bounced. The low level niggas that they ain't got no channel, ain't got no presence on there, only if they come on here, my channel. It's the only time they had presence. They had no presence nowhere else. No. You're wasting your fucking time. You be over there, should be trying to get over there with Fatty or somewhere, or go over there with Anton Daniels. I'm just saying. That's how a lot of the women in the past did that shit. It's what I call sexual beef. Yeah, sexual beef is what it is. Look at Mika. Mika was at what, 5,000? He had over what, 15,000 now, 20,000 on now. I'm just saying, folks. I'm just saying. Oh, let me give Charlie Willie. Oh, I can't give Charlie Willie a winch over there. She's got to come over here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so, this beef, y'all can have it. Shit, you can have it. I can't do it. I mean, but this is the life of a YouTuber. Some of y'all ain't YouTubers, but this is the life of a YouTuber. You can go through it. But anyway, this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about. That's it, Now, like I said, I might not keep this up, this and that and third, I don't know. I might not keep it up and stuff. I might will. If I get some remarks on the bottom of it, someone try to at me and try to share the video, and these clowns try to, I'll probably delete the video, put it to private or something. So I ain't trying to have people doing that bullshit. At this point in time, motherfuckers trolling. Because if someone said they gone and changed their name, got rid of their main channel, that was monetized. Well, that should tell you something. That should tell you something. Don't want no parts of this bullshit. Who does that? Me. Me. And me. So now let's get on to some content. And that's it for me. I have my little birthday rant about my channel and stuff. And I just hope everybody get to 60 years old. It's a blessing. Start work on your health now. I'm telling you, when you get 40, that's when everything start going downhill. If you ain't working, I heard in the gym, or a person that always been off and on in the gym, like myself, you're gonna have some problems. You're gonna have some problems. So let's get on to the content. Okay, we gotta talk about Corey Holcomb. Apparently he goes in on Tasha K, and I wanna play this. Gotta play this. He goes in Tasha K, and then I'm gonna play another string. So we're gonna play this. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. So let's go.
I am so proud of the way Cardi B has used her resources to stand on the head of one of these negative bloggers that is full of bitterness because of the way she looks. Now, I don't want you to get in the middle of this.
Okay.
Already going in. Let's go.
Because you ain't got nothing to do with this. This is all Corey Nuts Hang Holcomb. I am proud of the way that Cardi B defended herself against a woman who lied and said she had diseases.
Oh.
So I want to show some homage to the sister Cardi B, and I am going to attend one of her concerts, and I'm going to sit in the stands in a tight jogging suit.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
And cheer for her, because I am so glad that somebody.
Are you researching dental implants?
And use their resources to bring down a ugly monkey.
Damn.
Monkey K. I am so glad.
Tasha K catching heat, man. She catching heat from all ways. That's her putting out that bullshit GoFundMe. Matter of fact, let's see how much she's raised so far. Now, my estimate that she gonna get the most is 50. Let's see what she got on. She could have been like, well, how many days this is? Looks like 6 days ago. $9,694. One still 1% of $3.5 million. Now we're gonna play another video by this other sister. She's an attorney. She do the same thing, kind of like doing the same thing as lead attorney, but she's actually a practicing attorney. But she's into the kind of tea gossip thing, but she's an attorney. But we're gonna play her video too, and she breaks down why Tasha K is doing this GoFundMe thing. But she only got 9.6 so far, almost 9.7. I might say 9.7. She got 9.7K so far. That ain't enough to did nothing, If she got the bills out, I think she got. I'm gonna play that later. Hey, and she got a long way to go. And got 390 donations so far. So a millionaire is trying to raise money to get the people that's not millionaires to support her to pay off her debt that she created for herself. This is insanity. I mean, if these people support her, they got to be a fool. But anyway, let's continue with Corey Holcomb.
Did she, because resources, most people don't have the resources to handle this. So I'm so glad she did this. So will you help me find Cardi B's schedule? Because I owe it to just fly myself in and see her and just cheer it on.
Cardi, this is his way of saying he know all the words to your songs and he be bumping it when me and D ain't around and he just want to get there and celebrate. Corey, that's all you have to say. Let it be known.
I'm trying to get into it.
Well,
I'm trying to get into it.
If you don't make it to one of her concerts that she's doing on her, right, in her genre and all that, she's performing at Essence that just was released. So she'll be at Essence Festival.
I don't care for seeing Cardi B in no concert. I don't care seeing no goddamn ex stripper hole. Hell, thinking niggas performing shit. This shit don't even. That's for the youngins. For the new age hoes out there, we want to see that shit. That's just, for the YNs and shit. Fuck that. I ain't trying to do that shit. 10 years from now, she won't even be remembered. It'll be just a thing of a past. Watch.
Okay.
Well, shout out to Cardi for just writing songs that are relevant. It not only was it relevant to her life, I feel like a lot of women have experienced what she have experienced, and she wasn't afraid to just get out there and show that she know how to rap, show that she could use everything she got. She repping for moms, she representing for her nationality, she representing for the art, and she like everything can be.
Now, some people say that this girl is gonna be Darlene replacement because Darlene is supposed to be on some medical leave. Now, that's why I heard this. I don't know how true this is, but I don't know, man. 150 show ain't the same, man. Without Darlene there, it's gonna be really. I don't know where that's gonna go, man. But anyway, let's continue.
Use. I'm an entertainer and I'm talented. I root for that.
Well, this is what we were talking about before you got here. See, I root for entertainers, people that you can cut on and see something that's worth watching. Gossiping men are the same thing as 15 roaches run across the kitchen floor when you cut the light on. There's no different than them. Roaches run across the floor when you cut the light on, because I come from that, and gossipy men are the same thing. And when I say gossipy men, I'm talking about men who sit around literally do nothing but gossip about everybody who popping. I'm watching everything that's happening on the internet. I was talking about how negative my algorithm is. Right. They talking about, and I've said something.
He says algorithm is negative. I think somebody did a thing about his bots having a bot. Well, I think it was Craig that was on here. But I don't think Craig is in this one here. I don't know. I think Craig had enough, man. You know, I think Darlene is probably at the end. You know, maybe that's why she said he's medical leave. I don't know. We have to see next week if she be there, because that's what I heard, that she's leaving for medical leave. Something's going on with her. I don't know. I'm see if I can.
About this brother, but not to bring him down and destroy him, but they're talking about Charlemagne in the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlemagne been popping for how long? How long has been popping over there?
15 years, I think, because they're under us. The Breakfast Club is.
Okay.
I think it's, yeah.
And when something happened where they finally think you down, the gossipy bitch motherfuckers go in there like some candy corn on the kitchen floor in a neighborhood that's bad, like the roaches do. This is what my algorithm is about. I don't like watching all the gossipy men talk crazy about everybody that they think they can talk about. What's happening now? I've seen something with, I hate to bring it up. The brother Dwight Howard.
Oh, yeah, I was going to bring that up. Yeah, I was going to talk about that.
I don't know everything about what he got going on, but I know this. Dwight Howard is an NBA.
I'm trying to see where's it. Hey, when you talk about it, he went in on it.
He might be a Hall of Famer. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know.
People who probably never, ever have made it onto, like, let's say
You will meet Mel.
Okay. I'm gonna end that because he did talk about her, but somebody else played the whole part where he was going in on her. He was going in on her. He kept calling her monkey and stuff like that. So I don't know that. Now I'm gonna play this one here. You gotta play this. Okay, here we go. This is the lawyer I'll tell you about. Attorney Simone. You know, I didn't know she even existed until I saw this video and stuff. I'm sure that people will start, you know, you could say you're in her content now. Anyway, but she kind of reminds me of a female, well, similar to, you know, what the attorney be doing. You know, but anyway, let's go.
Has started a GoFundMe. With this GoFundMe, it is her goal to pay off the bankruptcy debt that she owes to Cardi B, which is $3.5 million is approximately what is left, or correction, that is the portion outside of the portion that's going to come from either Tasha K or Tasha K's husband's company, which is called Yellen Entertainment.
Wait, hold on, folks. I'm trying to do something. Okay, someone said, let me read this. What to call it? See, I say Corey said it's full of men who exactly. Now, I don't know why he's saying that, but you know, same guy that you talking about is in your chat supporting. That don't make no sense. Craig was just working. Okay, you said Craig was just working. Eric Red, what's up? Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Yeah. Let's continue.
Amen. And she talks about that as well. She talks about when she talks about asking for these donations, she says she's still making her contribution, which she stated is at this time is approximately $20,000 a month. I will confirm that. I have the records. So this isn't just going to be gossip here. We're going to put the records on the screen. You're going to get the receipts. If you are a content creator, I am happy for you to share this. I just ask that you tag me below. My Instagram is attorney Simone Redwine, Simone with a Y.
So this is the kind of girl y'all niggas like. Now she's attorney at law, so you gotta come with some money. Apparently, she can't sit there and be a broke nigga or a dusty nigga, I guess. As they would say. But she's on here doing things, spilling the tea a little bit, whatever, and giving you legal advice. But apparently, she looked like she's a active attorney on here. Unlike lead attorney, maybe he's retired or something. But But anyway, let's go.
And my YouTube channel is Girl Is That Legal, which is at Girl Is That Legal on YouTube. All right. So first off, I wanted to share a clip from you. Armand Wiggins, who is a prior, he was previously mentored by Tasha K. He went live and
now I didn't know that he was mentored by Tasha K. Yeah, Tasha K got a lot of guys, well, gay guys, women, and she mentored. I'm trying to be like her. Ain't that something? The motherfucker that flunked the 9th grade 3 times and teaching you something. Let's continue.
And really gave his thoughts on this. So I want to start with a clip from Armand talking about this GoFundMe. To Armand. Oh, hold on, let me reshare that. Here we are. Oh, Armand.
Tasha K. Stand with Tasha K to move forward. The GoFundMe is $3.5 million. She's got 132 donations. She's raised $3,695. Better call the DL Whisper. Winos. For years, many of you have asked me to start a fundraiser to help me pay off the judgment against me. No, they didn't. I always refused because I believe it was my responsibility to handle it on my own. That's a lie. But after many conversations with you all, I don't never remember a conversation. I'm finally listening. This fundraiser is being created for one purpose only.
What's up, Cynical One? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you. You want to leave a little something? I got the Cash App in the description box and tagged on top of the channel. I appreciate it. Yeah. Let's go. Let's continue.
To pay down the judgment debt so I can close this chapter and move forward without constant legal distractions. I am currently making my court order payments of $20,000 per month. From
Specifically, the exact amount is, in fact, $18,000. I have right here. It's like $18,800 and some dollars and some change. I'll be sharing those and putting it on the screen later.
My own income, and I will continue to make those payments regardless of what is raised here from my own income, meaning I will personally contribute my own funds to pay this down faster. Every dollar raised
You said watch out for the drone. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. So let's go ahead and continue. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. The war effort, the war.
So this GoFundMe will strictly go towards reducing the judgment balance. Many people don't see what is happening behind the scenes. Even while making my payments, creditors can still bring me back to court for examinations and filings.
That is
Each
true.
appearance costs time, energy, and legal fees. It keeps me tied up in the system that never seems to end. I don't have $3.5 million sitting in cash, but with the help of my community, we can accelerate paying this off so I can finally move forward and focus on creating, reporting, and entertaining without constant interruption. For those asking about merch incentives, that Kickstarter campaign will go live on my birthday this Tuesday, where supporters will be able to receive exclusive items and thank you gifts tied to their support. This fundraiser is simply a way for those who have supported me for years to help me finally put this chapter behind me. This is honestly the only birthday gift I'm asking for this year. Oh yeah, me too. I would love to ask for $4 million on my birthday.
Now, first and foremost, let's start with this. As of the recording of this video, that GoFundMe is now at $9,131 of the $3.4 million.
Now this is like, I think this video was like a day ago. Yeah, so she got 9,794. Well, wait, actually it's 9,700. I'm gonna say 9,700. Excuse me. That's what she has now today. So people out there is trying to give her this money. This is wild. We got to see if she can get this. Getting $3 million, nobody do this. That means that she got to be a fool. She got to be completely desperate. Or maybe she's doing this also to prove to the court that she really needed money. Because she made a deal. They're going to tell you right now, she made a deal where she paid like 15 for the first year and then 18 and then now 30 years she paid 20. And that's why she's hurting, because now she got to pay 20. It's going up every year. So she's trying to do this, so hoping that if you go back to the court, she could bring it down. But this don't make no sense, because if the court see this here, we see she got 100,000 in there, they're gonna say, well, we want that. And still you pay 20,000. This don't even make no sense. Doing this is she's just half-ass backwards, man. She just half-ass backwards. And she's showing listen to her man. That fool, he don't care. Because he get too tight and he just go back to his country with her kid, with his kid. Anyway, let's go.
That she is seeking to raise. Okay. Gotcha. Hold on one second. Last year, around this time, around February of 2025, Tasha K was taking a victory lap. She was celebrating her bankruptcy attorney and basically implying to the world that she had settled her bankruptcy and settled it for only $1.2 million instead of the $4 million that she owed to Cardi B. Now, let's remember, the sole reason that Tasha K even owed this money is as a result of losing a defamation lawsuit. Tasha K, for approximately 7 years, continued to post and release videos claiming that Cardi B had an STD, that she used illegal substances, etc., even after it was proven that those things were untrue. As a result, the jury found and awarded punitive damages because they found that Tasha K intentionally defamed Cardi B. This wasn't an accident of some sort. She did it intentionally and maliciously. Well, under the law, you cannot have a debt dismissed in bankruptcy.
So I'm sure this is the kind of girl that y'all niggas won't hear. I'm sure that, dudes are going to start talking to her. It's going to get some views. Like I said, I didn't know who she was until she did this video about Tasha K. It's crazy, ain't it? Anyway, let's go.
Where it was found that you did the underlying action intentionally or fraudulently. So here, Armand talks about further in his video, and Armand had known Tasha K over a number of years. He talked about how the fact, and this substantiated, I've said this for years. I said for Tasha K, this underlying lawsuit was a marketing plan. She went from 200,000 followers up to 1 million. Many had not even heard of Tasha K until Cardi B sued her.
Now, that's true there. So Tasha K claim to fame was actually talking about Cardi B. That kind of pushed her over the top. Because it was all about Lovely T at one point. Yeah. For real though. But anyway, let's continue.
And so in her mind, this was a good investment in free publicity and PR because her numbers just kept increasing. However, she did not realize that under the law, she could not simply file bankruptcy to make it go away. The whole time she was in that lawsuit and then losing that lawsuit, and mind you, she acknowledges she hired lawyers right out of law school who really didn't know what they were doing. The reason she likely hired those is not being broke or anything like that. But what happens generally is Tasha.
So she hired, she's going to explain it in a minute, but she hired lawyers right out of law school. So they probably take anything at that time. They build their resume and they do pro bono, some do pro bono, whatever the case may be. But she's gonna explain why they did it. Why she, got these newbie lawyers to represent her.
Okay, likely got consultations from other lawyers who told her, Tasha, just take the video down. Or Tasha, yeah, this is defamation. You can't do that.
So that's it. The other real lawyers said it ain't no case. You gotta take the video. It's a defamation. You're gonna lose. You can't do it. Those lawyers saw it going in a burning house. Just take the video down. She didn't want to do it. So whose fault is that? Her. And the lawyers probably said, no, I can't do it. It's just, defamation. So she's a stupid one. She's really stupid. But anyway, let's continue.
But what happens is when you have certain kinds of clients, they want to hear what they want to hear. So they will lawyer shop until they hear what they want to hear.
See, there you go. The lawyer shop until they hear what they want to hear. So she got a lawyer that was going to agree with her. That was like, yeah, we can win in the court. We can win in the court. Yeah. First Amendment. That's why when she said I put a retainer down for $5,000, I said, damn, that's kind of low. Usually it's 10 or something, or 20 or something like that for something like this. Ain't it? I'm just saying that was kind of low. Now we know why.
I don't have proof of that, but it is my educated hypothesis after, 15 plus years practicing law, that more than likely that is how she ended up with the terrible lawyers that she had in her defamation case. And then
she had terrible lawyers because they were just coming out of law school. And probably it's not the lawyers that probably specialize in defamation cases or something like that. But that could be the case too. God damn. That could be the case too. But anyway, let's go.
And went on to create the marketing strategy of go through with the whole lawsuit. Don't remove the videos, which is what Cardi B said. If you just remove the videos, we'll drop the suit. But you have to both remove them and agree not to speak on me. Fast forward, that didn't happen. And fast forward today, those two things happened, and they've happened $4 million later. Why? Because what ended up happening that ultimately caused Tasha K to file bankruptcy, it was not this lawsuit itself. The lawsuit in and of itself is not what caused Tasha K to file bankruptcy. She filed for
Okay.
bankruptcy
Why?
because of the fact that Cardi B seized her YouTube money.
Oh, so that's why. Okay, that kind of makes sense. You know, I mean, I kind of figure. So she filed for bankruptcy because she got all the information right here. Damn. So she went after her and seized her YouTube money. That's when she was crying and she was in Africa. Remember, she was crying in Africa and stuff because she didn't think that Cardi B would do this. But the lawyers were telling her that you can't win this case. The real lawyers, practice lawyers that was already seasoned, said, "No, you can't win. This is bullshit. Nah. You gotta take down the video." She wouldn't do it. So this is all on her, not listening to people around her. Were some people that was sound? I don't think you have sound people around her. Maybe she got all yes men. Sure, her husband is a yes man. He's the biggest fault. So if he get burned along with her, hey, good riddance. Good for him. Good. Because he's a fool too. You ain't no man. You gonna because she's gonna burn down, but she's gonna take you down with her. This is just crazy, man. Let's go.
Specifically, let's see here. This is the bankruptcy plan. Here we go. Let me see. Let me get you to the exact page where Cardi B confirms. In the bankruptcy plan, it confirms. Here we go. Page 26. That all the way to 26. It says here we go. I'm gonna make it larger. I'm doing this from my hotel. Okay. Therefore it's hard. Oh, we got it. So this is a copy of the bankruptcy plan, and it actually confirms. It says events leading to the corporate Chapter 11 filing. It says Cardi B, Miss Almanzar, I'm going to just use her name, Cardi B, and wherever it says debtor, I'm going to use Tasha K. It's easier. It says Cardi B removed the judgment to the state court of Gwinnett County and garnished Tasha K's employer, air quote, Google LLC, and Tasha K's Chase account. The Google account had approximately $9,304.81, which was garnished from Google, from that Google account. Oh, baby. And Cardi B's debt to Tasha K is pretty much the only debt. It's 98% of the debts listed in Tasha K's bankruptcy. In other words, if it wasn't for Tasha K's lawsuit with Cardi B, she wouldn't be here. Stay with me. This is important. Well, when Cardi B was able to seize the Google money, that's when Tasha K began taking this seriously. Remember, prior to that, she was posting pictures of her in Africa, allegedly hiding money and opening accounts. But that Google money is what made Tasha K say, oh, goodness, I got to take this serious.
Yeah, because I think that from what I'm hearing, most of her money is coming from Google. It's not coming from a website. It's coming from Google. She just now will open that website to try to get some of that money to go over there. But most of her money's come from Google. And you can see how much she really made in the last couple of years in a minute. Let's go.
Specifically, this is Tasha K's affidavit that she filed with the court on the payment plan that's currently at issue. Here in this, she acknowledges, she says, quote, under feasibility, approximately 75% of my gross income is generated from YouTube.
75% of gross income. Take YouTube away from her, she get her channel knocked, terminated or whatever, or get demonetized. She's finished out here. I'm not gonna say this, but if the Tasha K wanna not pay Cardi B, just delete your YouTube channel. Go to Rumble. Ain't you trying to take all them suckers over to Rumble? Go through your website. But she ain't gonna do that. Trust me, she's not gonna do that. If 75% come from there, they're gonna keep on that Google account. They're gonna keep getting that Google money. I'm just saying. But she ain't gonna listen to me, of course. And of course she ain't gonna do that. Just get rid of her YouTube channel. No, that ain't gonna happen, dog. This is Spike Cardi B. But then they might bring her to court because you're gonna see something else that's happening to her. Because they might get on bankruptcy fraud. Because she told a lie about how much money she made and stuff when she filed for bankruptcy. Anyway, let's continue.
She also acknowledges that she says a review of her financials from May of 2023 through December of 2024, she earned a total of $879,000.
800.
But says she spent $874. For those of you thinking about donating to the GoFundMe, for those of you through December of 2024, she earned a total of $879,000.
Almost $1 million. Close to $1 million. She earned in those 3 years, basically.
But says she spent $874. So
that's some bullshit. She didn't do that shit.
Those of you thinking about donating to the GoFundMe, I want you to think about the fact you're helping someone who's earned $879,000 in about a year and a half, right? So
that was a year and a half. God damn. Really, folks, y'all donating to her? And this broad in a year and a half made almost $1 million. Probably made more than that. It probably did make $1 million, over $1 million, because of that's from the YouTube thing. That's not from her other stuff she was doing on the side. Like the performances she was doing, the comedy shows and I think her website and some other stuff. Come on now, man. Really?
So from May to December of the next year, $879,000, almost $1 million, but spent that much. These are business expenses and things like that. Tasha K then goes on a rant. I'm going to play a clip from that rant so that we can I want you to clearly understand how Tasha K has explained this and then what's really going on. Here we go.
She's in now. This right here.
This is Tasha.
You need to learn how to be quiet, ma'am.
So I said, you know what? Since people want to be petty and keep dragging me into court, claiming they're going to take my house, my kids ain't going to go to school, none of this shit.
She ain't got that house now. She live in an apartment. That's what I'm hearing, that she live in an apartment now. She ain't got that house. And she's mad because she don't want nobody to buy her house. Like she gonna go come back and rebuy her house again. This is how dumb this motherfucker is. You in trouble. She's a motherfucker in trouble, man. Straight up. And she don't know how much trouble she's in. But maybe she's starting to realize it now. I don't know. Brawl like this need to get knocked over the head. The only way you can slow her down is to knock her in the head. She need to get knocked over the head. Then she'll learn a lesson. She don't learn lessons. Some people don't learn lessons just from, just doing this and doing that and third and stuff. And okay, I ain't gonna do that again. Some people have to learn a hard lesson of getting everything taken away from them, basically. For real though. Let's continue.
I have never In the time that I have been in court, I have never uttered those words about anybody. Your kids ain't gonna go to college. I'm gonna take your house. I'm gonna take your nigga. I'm gonna take your husband. I have never uttered that type of because it's not in me. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Well, first of all, you had not uttered these things because you simply couldn't do it. You couldn't take anybody's man. You couldn't take their husband. You couldn't do any of those. The context here, and this is from the channel Lakeisha Keisha. Love her channel. I'm going to cite her below as well.
Yeah, Lakeisha Keisha be on her neck, man. We on Tasha K's neck. She be on a lot of people's neck. She should be on her neck.
She has great videos on this. And on that channel, basically, this is a clip from Tasha K. She was irate, she was upset the other day, and she went on X Spaces where you can do the audio and say your thoughts. Well, Tasha K is taking zero accountability here. What Tasha K is saying is what she's fed up with is having to go back and forth. Cardi B forcing her to go back and forth, and that Cardi B has.
Tasha K ain't got that money to go back and forth from court. So now Tasha K want her fans to pay for her court costs, pay this debt down. Like they're gonna give her $3 million, and she already put it down. If these amount of people give this amount of money, I'll get it. If you do put this amount down, I'll get it. If this amount of people get that, I'll got it. Come on, man, really? This is some BS, man. Straight up. But anyway, let's go.
Announced that Cardi B was going to bankrupt her, going to bankrupt and take money from her kids, etc., etc. But the context is that Tasha K would continue to talk about Cardi B throughout this. This lawsuit spanned from 2018 or 2017 all the way until now. Okay, the verdict came in 2024. That's how long. Cardi B was pregnant during this time. None of that was a reason that Tasha K let up on her. Tasha K has not stopped talking about Cardi B in a negative way until the non-disparagement agreement, which was the bankruptcy plan, forced it. In order to get Cardi B to agree to the terms of the bankruptcy payment plan, that provision had to be added because Cardi said from the beginning she wasn't agreeing to anything that didn't include something that said, Tasha, keep my name out your mouth. So no, that non-disparagement where you're not allowed to talk about Cardi B negatively, that's still in play. As you listen to this rant, he never says Cardi's name, but I want you to tell me if you think this is violation. Disparagement is.
Yeah, it is violation. Now, that's what I said. She can't keep her mouth shut. She can't keep her mouth shut. She ain't supposed to be saying anything about Cardi B, saying nothing. Even insinuating. You can't do that because they're going to take it to court and it hit you. I mean, I think that Tasha K she won't be happy until she be in jail. Sitting in jail somewhere. And some dumb shit. Anyway, let's go.
Anything negative about the other person, and I'm going to put a clip on the screen of that.
They tell your business, but I don't wish nobody bad against nobody. I don't wish to see nobody kids without. I don't wish to see nobody homeless. I don't wish that. That's not the type of person I am.
That's not what Cardi wished. Cardi wished that she gets every single dime. Cardi says, I'm going to get every dime that you owe me if it requires your kids to, be homeless or go.
Yeah, that's what the Cardi said. You require the kids to be homeless, you're going to get that money. Now, who blamed? Is Tasha K. It's 100%. She just won't sit there and take accountability. She wasn't listening to nobody. So wasn't listening to her husband. And I'm gonna keep right on his neck because this put men in a bad light, black men in a bad light on here. Why even be married to you if you ain't got no say so in what your wife do? And how shall she affecting the family? And him from being from Africa and shit, not FBA. I thought it was poor. I thought they more and more family driven. And it's supposed to be us here. It's crazy, man. This is insane. Anyway, let's go.
Go bankrupt or whatever. However, keep listening.
And that doesn't make me a better person or make me feel good that my neighbor is going through that. But this is what's been wished upon me. This is what has been told they're going to intentionally do to me. And I said, not you won't. And that's why I took my money down to the bankruptcy court to let them crackers protect me, my black, loud, aggressive ass. And they did.
It don't look like they did. They didn't protect you for nothing. You got a yes man lawyer. That's what you did. He saw you gonna pay the money and you needed something on his resume, whatever, or her, whatever. And that's it. Any lawyer that got the right sense wouldn't take the case, would say, no, let's just try to, she didn't want to hear that. Just take down the video. She ain't trying to hear that shit. But anyway, let's continue.
Are happily making payments, no problem. Everybody getting paid. We ain't have to lay off our workforce, even though everybody is laying off. Tasha K is not laying off. We are expanding. And with that expansion comes more money. With more money comes bigger payments, and the judgment is paid off.
No, expanding is going to expand you right into hell. That's what it is, financial hell. What you talking about? Anyway, let's go.
But that's not enough. It's never enough. So I did some praying all week with my grandmother, my mother-in-law.
See, every time they get in trouble, they're going to try to pray like that's going to help you. You should have been doing the right thing from the beginning. That prayer ain't going to help you now if you did all this wrong. Slighted people, talking all kind of shit. It was all good when it didn't get benefit. But now you're going to pray and shit to get you out of trouble. When you praying to the devil, you got to be praying. The devil ain't going to help you out. Shit. They will say, hey, I helped you out. I'll let you get all this money. I'm gossiping. You're going to pray to God. Well, that ain't going to happen. Well, hey, you did wrong. You got to pay the cost now. Shit, you got to pay this debt now. So she's fucked. Anyway, let's go. Let's hear this bullshit.
The two women, these women, they pray for me every day. They say, Tasha, we gonna pray, you go work. We got it here. All of this is confusion. The devil lives in confusion. Whenever people are trying to confuse you and keep you in a circle, keep you running back to old shit, that is the devil. That is the demon. You keep your eyes on the prize. You got all
the devil was talking to you to tell you to keep gossiping and say, fuck Cardi B. I'm going to say what I want to say. I don't care. I ain't signing no agreement to that. I'm going to keep, fuck her.
Down here, depending on you, you stay focused, let us pray. That's what they told me. And that's what the did. And that's why we out here winning, and we're going to continue to win. But since everybody want to play and keep me confused with all these documents, paperwork, going back to court, all of this shit, I pulled my card. And I'm giving myself one year. Popcorn, wristbands, people that want to pure donate. We got the mother Cash App up now. We got the Venmo up now.
Oh, so she's not just getting, that's the thing. She's not getting money just, she's doing it on Venmo too. And Cash App. She's not only doing it on GoFundMe, but she's doing it on Venmo too. Can she get that money up? Can she get, I'm saying 50,000. That's it. It'll tap out. So we say 100,000. But niggas are stupid. They gave Umar Johnson $2 million. That's when they gave that fool $2 million. And he fucked that shit off. $2 million fucking dollars. Ain't no school yet. He fucked it off. Y'all giving money to the wrong motherfuckers. You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing with it. Play in your face. Let's continue.
These motherfuckers want to keep me tied up in the court. Guess what? I'm gonna pull the one card that my viewers asked me to do, just so I can focus and make content for them. Because you're too busy focused on me. Everybody blocked everywhere. You mad? So yeah, I put up the GoFundMe and will. Every single thing is going to my DIP account, debtor in possession account that is held with the court, and everything will be transferred over. So this chain will be broken. Then when the Indian
I don't believe that shit. Anyway.
is up, then what? Then what? I'm still not gonna talk about you. Even when that
That's a lie. That's a lie. I want to know in the chat, who thinks when the NDA is up? So the NDA will be up when she's done with her bankruptcy payments, because when she cannot get out of bankruptcy until the payments have all been made. Who thinks she's not going to talk about Cardi after the NDA? I think she's going to be even more angry that she had to pay this woman the.
Yeah, see, she will never learn. She'll never learn. And I think that payment is like $1.2 million. Once she pay that, then she can go back and talk about it again. If she do that, she got to be the dumbest motherfucker on earth. But you'll never know what happened to Cardi B career. It might go right down the toilet and be completely gone by then. You never know. It could be another one that's gonna replace it. Because it's almost that time when somebody else is gonna come through and knock her off the set. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's go.
4 million. She's going to talk about it every day that she can to get her marketing's money's worth. Remember, I talked about that in the beginning. So you get the gist. So basically, she's upset because Cardi B recently filed a document in the courts, basically saying that Cardi B wants certain financial documents from Tasha K. What Tasha K has not talked about in her rant is that Tasha K agreed to this. She agreed to every single bit of this. So when she says, I don't want to be dragged back and forth to court. So why did you agree to it last year in your bankruptcy plan? See, remember, this debt is not dischargeable in bankruptcy, meaning it doesn't go away. All they did here was come to a payment plan agreement as far as how it's going to be paid. So remember that victory lap that we talked about at the beginning where she was like, oh, 1.2 million, 1.2 million. No. It didn't diminish the debt to 1.2. What it did was it created a payment plan where it created basically a base payment that she's going to make every year for 5 years. Plus she has to pay a percentage of her income, which incentivizes her to increase her income. So every year that she makes more, she has to pay Cardi B more. This is not a surprise to her.
So why didn't the lawyers tell her that you was going to have to pay more every year instead of paying the same amount? The more money you make, the more you got to pay. And now Cardi B want to see all the records. So if she make $300,000 next year or 300,000 next year, this year, or make 500,000 next year or something like that, she's going to pay more. She's going to pay more. That's 5 years. So that means it was a year and a half so far. So far, she made that deal in a year ago. She still got about 4 years, about 4 years maybe left on this. Crazy, man. Good luck to her.
Actually, this is the affidavit that, let's see, which one is this? This is an affidavit that Tasha K drafted and signed. Hold on. This is her signature, so I can show it to you. Tasha K drafted and signed it. We're here. She is admitting. She says, attached as Exhibit B to the third plan, that's the bankruptcy plan, are my projections for income and expenses over the next 5 years. The projections are determined by using my projected net income, supplemented with, as agreed by Cardi B, the Yellen contribution. So that's money that her husband husband's company is going to contribute to Cardi B, and for providing for increases each year in both income and expenses. In other words, she agreed to a 5-year plan. Each year, the plan is going to renew and increase based on her increase in earnings. Oh, and if her earnings were to go down, it doesn't matter. She still has to stick with the plan, and the plan is going to determine how much to be paid.
So it doesn't matter if her earnings decrease. She's still going to be paying that same amount or more. That's insane, man. If she got lawyers and the lawyers didn't tell her about that shit, I think she just signed that agreement just to sign an agreement, man, just because she thinking it's a win. All she saw is she's gonna get paid 1.5 million, 1.2 million. Just screw a motherfucker, man. Not knowing anything can happen to your income within that 5 years. Especially other people might. What if somebody else come through and try to sue you? There's other people out here that are trying to sue. Ms. Miller, what's up? I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll give you money. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. You know, support your old Uncle REG. I appreciate it, you know. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Hey, what are those numbers? Well, I'm about to show you those numbers. Let's see those numbers. This is all what she agreed to. So I need you to keep in mind the fact that she's now claiming that Cardi B has wronged her and is doing these things that are unfair and unjust after it was just fine last year when she was taking a victory rap, calling it a success. Here we go. This is the bankruptcy plan. The bankruptcy plan that Tasha K just referenced and agreed to. So this plan, okay, it projected based on documents Tasha K gave that her revenue in a given year would be $400,000. The next year it would go up about 5% to these different numbers. And then based on that would be her payment plan. Her payment plan for the last year was $14,000 per month or $15,000. Hold on. So y'all, here is the payment plan she agreed to. So this is year one. I'm just go to the prior page so you can see. Okay, monthly number of payments. Let's see. I'll pull this banner down just so that you can see more easily. All right. So it's each year. Year one. Here we are, and those are her debts. Number of payments to Cardi B monthly. 14,000 and some change, just about 15,000 in year one, which is going to total 176,000. Year two is going to be 18,500 approximately. So that's that amount. Okay. Now we can't forget, guys, this is the agreement she agreed to. And it says, quote, the payment scheme for this has been modified for the original, but that these payments increase each year. This is just the minimum Cardi B is to receive. She's going to get at least this amount on a quarterly basis and has been. She has been receiving that from Cardi B. Now, you might remember this clip. Let's go ahead and play. Y'all remember this clip that she just posted? Talking about how well she's doing.
So that 20 doesn't affect you at all.
No, it does not.
This is her
Does it affect
talking
me?
about paying. Let's start from the beginning. $20K a month to Cardi B, which based on the numbers I just gave you, is correct.
As much as we can. I know you can't do much talking about
I want
it.
an India. I'm trying to keep my payments low, bro. Like,
so how
20,
do those,
20K a month.
I was
bro.
gonna say, how do those payments look?
20K a month. That's just what it is.
So she paying basketball, child support payments. She paying what these men all out here pay all the time as celebrities and stuff. basketball players, celebrity rappers, whoever, entertainers pay their wife 20 grand, 15 grand, 30 grand a month. Kanye was giving a motherfucker what's it called? 100. Was it 100? Was it giving 100 or something? To Kim? That's what she's paying. Where's her husband at? Where's her husband at?
Basically working.
No, I'm not
double.
basically working double nothing.
Nothing. You're just doing regular stuff.
That's bottom line. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not working to pay this. Baby, do I look like I'm struggling?
There she goes. She's lying. She's lying there. Apparently something happened between she did this video to now. What happened?
I got a whole team of entourage that roll with me.
So that 20 doesn't affect you at all?
No, it does not. He's partly my CFO. Does it affect me?
You ain't had to fix your chair when he said no, man.
You know there was a lot of reports that came out that tried to say you had like $1,000 in your bank account.
It was true. I had $1,000 in that account.
Yeah.
Remember, we just talked about that at the beginning. That what prompted her to go bankruptcy was her Chase account had 1,000. Cardi got that, and then Cardi seized her Google YouTube money, which for that particular month was only 9,000. Which makes me think she knew it was coming. You had to know it was coming because there were documents that Cardi filed in the courts to be able to seize it. Her attorney knew it, so she probably knew for that month to redirect her YouTube money or tell YouTube hold it. 9,000 was a low amount for her. Remember, at this time she was also launching Tasha K Live.
So. Now let me ask you something. Now they're taking out her account. So YouTube deposits an account and they can graph it. They can't just go to YouTube and get the money. I don't know if they can do that. That's what I think. If that's the case, she'd be fucked up. So they gotta wait till it goes to the bank. And then they can gaffle it in. So you can't do nothing if the YouTube is holding the money. They can't do nothing. Interesting.
Where it was redirecting people that way because those monies couldn't be so easily garnished.
In that account, they tried to hit. It was only $1,000 in there, but they didn't.
I'm sure it's possible that they can garnish gold directly to YouTube and said any money that comes through, she make we give it to us. That is maybe that might be next if she renege on the payments or something, or she break the deal or something. They might just say, just give us all the YouTube money and YouTube have no choice but to do it. I'm thinking. But anyway, me thinks. Where's mine? Let's go.
Get it because they asked for the $4 million and Chase wasn't finna let $4 million negative go. Yeah. So they let me keep my 1,000 and I took the 1,000 out of the account and gave it away. I said, hey guys, tell me what your business plans are. I'm gonna first fruit this money of $1,000 to somebody that needs it. And I did.
Now she might have done that, but the court documents actually say that 1,000 from Chase and the 9,000 from Google were obtained by Cardi B's lawyers and held in the lawyer's trust account. Hold on. If she's talking about she took it out, we're going to put this document right back on the stage. She's talking about she took it out and here we go. And that she gave it away to people. No. This says events leading to the corporate chapter 11. It says, this is a bankruptcy. Google LLC and debtor's account at Chase approximately had the $9,300 and garnished from Google, and $1,083 was garnished from Chase and is held in the trust account of Cardi B's lawyer, Daniel T. Silos. So her saying she took the money out of the account and gave it away. No, she might have given people other money as a publicity stunt, but that is not accurate. That is not accurate. Let me let her go ahead and finish with this.
Thank you, Miss Miller. I appreciate that. But we got a little hater in there. He gave me $1, I guess, to get a life. Well, I got a life, but thank you for the $1. You wish you had my life. Ah, stop it. Stop it. Let's go.
Wonderful. But maybe you shouldn't be giving away money until you're on your feet yet. That because she was saying she was able to help others by giving that money away. Maybe that's not what you should do. Because here's what really is happening. So here we are. This is all to say that what we're seeing now is that the real reason Tasha K launched a GoFundMe is because her payment plan is now set to increase. It's set to increase April 1st because she entered into this bankruptcy plan and agreed every year it would increase. And
so now you see why she put this GoFundMe out, because April 1st, which is right around the corner, another 15 days, 15 days or 16, 17 days, she's going to pay this $20K or more. It's paying 14 or whatever, 18. Now you got to go to 14 to 20. This is wild, man. That's why she's trying to offset that shit by having her people to pay her bills, to pay for mistakes.
it's going to be a big increase. Here's why. Here's why. This is the part that Tasha don't like. Here we are. Hold on. Here's why. We're adding it to the screen here. It's pulling up. This is the problem. So remember, Tasha K forecasted she was only going to have revenue of about 410,000. So this is not revenue minus expenses. They based her payment plan off documents that she provided to Cardi B showing her anticipated revenue. No one else's but hers. Well, here we go. So this is the projected revenue for the first year would be $4.
Okay, so you can see a little bit. You can see a little bit. So you can see a little bit, kid. Okay, YouTube annual is 300,000 for the first year. Facebook is 24. Third party ads 16. Work for hire 50,000, and 20 for comedy tours. That's what she made. 400. And here move up. Well, she agreed with this shit. Okay, YouTube, second year, 315K, 25K Facebook going up. Third party ads 16. Work for hire 52, 21, 43. And then the third year is 330K, 26. 460, okay, for the Facebook. So this is the problem. It's going up. Okay, 17, third party. Work for hire 15. 22, county tours. 451. 575. In the fourth year, you got 347. Versus K, well, 148. I'm just gonna round it off. We got 27 here, Facebook, 18 there, 57. So she expect to go, make more and more revenue every year. Who does that? Maybe you should just say I'm gonna make less or make the same. But they had to do this, and in order to make the deal, you got to show that you increasing. So this was a bad deal. Like she said, she signed for this shit. So that's on her, man. Yeah, I saw the cash app. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Thank you. He said Red Warren Wicks is going to lose the channel soon. Of course, I think he's going to lose the channel too. Because it just keep going at, and that's bullying. What he's doing is bullying. Okay, the last year, let me get it, is 364, 652 on YouTube. This is what she making on YouTube, straight YouTube. Damn. And then Facebook, 29, third party ads, 19, work for hire, 60, and 24 for the comedy tours. And she almost getting 498, 357, almost close to $500,000. Really?
$110,000, right? We're just talking revenue because this is the basis that they're making the calculation on. Well, then these are the actual numbers. Here we are. The actual numbers show that at the end of this year, she actually made $581,797.46 versus 410. So that's 42% more. She made 42% more money.
Damn, so she lying. She lying. Oh, they're going to get her, man. She be lying to the bankruptcy. She made this bankruptcy deal, of course. She lying to the bank. This is how she's going to get thrown in jail. And they're going to take everything. And then they're going to throw her husband in jail, too. But he probably go to Africa. He probably be gone to Africa. He ain't no citizen. That fucker ain't no citizen. Non-FBA.
Then she projected. That makes me think the projections were bull. The projections were just projections she created to get into a payment plan.
So she created that projection for herself so she can get that payment. But that's like I said before. Yeah. Now this is the real money she's gonna make this year. Damn.
Understanding
the second year
it would be increasing. But what happened is because these numbers, what happened is every single quarter, Tasha K's lawyer,
because remember the last projection on it, the fourth year, she said she was only gonna make $498, $498K. This is what she's gonna make. This exceed all that. Jeez.
Her agreement has to provide to Cardi B a copy of her bank statement from her bank accounts, as well as a summary financial statement. That's where I clipped these documents. So the issue is that the math ain't mathing. They're trying to figure out how is it that you made $581,000, but your expenses are this crazy amount where you don't have anything to show for it, basically.
She don't have no proof of her expenses. That means she had no proof of the expenses, she said. See, I made 500, but my expenses up to 530K. You're gonna have to have proof. They're gonna want proof of that. If you can't prove that, you're gonna be in trouble. And I don't blame her lawyers, because she got the lawyers that was gonna agree with her. That's gonna sham. They do this shamming, the type of lawyer. Get in a court and sham, motherfuckers. That's what this is. But anyway, let's go.
Filed documents. She filed something that's called, it's like a subpoena. Basically, she's subpoenaing, asking for a subpoena or records from Tasha K, not a deposition. So when Tasha K said in her rant, I'm tired of going back and forth. I'm tired of going. They're not asking Tasha K to come to court. They're asking Tasha K lawyers to provide these documents that are going to explain how it is that she made 42% more money.
Damn.
Although she was only paying $15,000 a month and has nothing to show for it. In addition, they need this information to calculate what the increase will be for next year. Remember, the payment plan, the $1.2 million over 5 years, that's just the minimum. Think of it as like a commission, a base
So she gonna be paying more. That's what she's saying. She's saying now since they got the real numbers, she gonna be paying more. And I think putting this GoFundMe up is gonna get her in trouble too, because they're gonna say, okay, we want that money too. No, she using that money to try to offset what she got to pay out. And she put that up, so they just look at that. But what about the Venmo and the Cash App? They're gonna knock on Cash App door and say, we want to see these records from Tasha K and Venmo too. Man, she's in trouble, man.
Plus commission. That's the base. So the truth is that what Cardi B is trying to do is figure out where did all this money go and why aren't the financial records that she has submitted quarterly, each and every quarter, to Cardi B's lawyers? Why ain't the mathing? This isn't a witch hunt. You agreed every year to submit your finances, not every year, but quarterly, to give Cardi B your finances. Why the hell would you do that? You knew you hate that lady. When I read this, I thought this was crazy. So this is what was submitted. It's a request for an examination ducis tecum, which is like, it's the words for a definition. But specifically, what it is saying is pursuant to the rules. So it's this day and this time. She wants it for March the 16th. But specifically,
it's coming up March the 16th.
It is saying you don't have to show up if you just give us the damn documents. Give us the darn documents that help us see how you came to your calculations, so we can then use it to fairly calculate what your increase should be for this year, because you didn't agree to all of the increases in your documents. So the kinds of documents that they simply want, it's normal stuff. It's bank statements. It's documents you're submitting to the IRS. It's statements from other entities she has control of. So for example, she created a new entity called Stash Media Works, and it looks like she is moving money between Stash and Yellen. So they're trying to make sure she is not unlawfully moving money.
She's in trouble, man. She's doing some dumb. She's just dumb with it, man. They're gonna catch her up, man. She gonna end up in jail, man. She's gonna get in jail, man. She's gonna end up in jail, man. And her husband is gonna be back in his own country, because they're gonna have to go after him, because he was helping her facilitate all this. Crazy.
And doing stuff with her funds. So overall, specifically, after reviewing the financials that Cardi B's team has received over the year, Cardi B's team has now filed documents that have alleged that Tasha K has been concealing funds. Specifically, Cardi B's lawyers have subpoenaed her new company, Stash Media Works, and Yellen Entertainment, that's her husband's company, to uncover financial records. What kind of records? They want records like contracts, tax returns, bank statements.
So her husband is in the mix of this. He's in trouble. Remember, he's a Nigerian or whatever. Okay, no, they're scammers anyway. They're fuckers. Shit. But anyway, let's go.
And revenue from her platforms such as Unwind.
Not all of them. I gotta take that. Not all of them, but quite a few of them is on some bullshit. You got a couple million in the space that's on that bullshit. Straight up and down. Let's continue.
With Tasha K. And the investigation into Stash that was recently created, it's designed to track where income is being directed. It's part of an effort to ensure simply Tasha K is complying with the agreement she signed last year, where she agreed to a payment plan that would increase each year. This is not Cardi B harassing her. This is Cardi B saying, hey, just give me these documents so we can calculate what the payments should be to make sure it's consistent, that your payments are being consistent with what we agreed to last year. You cannot agree to an annual renewal term, and when the renewal comes up, you're like, this is unfair. She wants to examine my books. You think so? Do you think so? Also, let's not forget this important doozy here in the bankruptcy plan. Hold on.
Cover your hands. Reduce the risk.
Okay.
Back up. This is critical. This.
Hold on real quick, folks. Hold on real quick. All right, I'm back. Let's continue.
It's critical to the bankruptcy plan. You see here, under this, debtors, domestic and offshore trusts and business entities. I'm quoting. It says, debtor contends that the impending entry of the defamation judgment against the debtor. So what this is, this section I'm about to read to you is Tasha K admitting she was committing bankruptcy fraud.
Damn.
Tasha K admitting that against the judge's rules, that she not move no money. Oh girl, move money. Oh girl, open accounts. Y'all remember when she was posting them pictures from Africa?
They got her. They got her. For bankruptcy fraud. Jeez, man. Bad to worse to worse.
Haunting Cardi B. Well, Cardi B's lawyers were genius. This is the bankruptcy plan. Here's what it said. It says, Tasha K contends that the impending entry of the defamation judgment against her and Kebby Studios caused her to panic and make hasty decisions that she felt were necessary to protect her family and her children, but that Cardi B contends was in violation of the judge's order and admonition to Tasha K in January of 2021 that she not move, sell, or otherwise cover any of her or Kebby Studios' assets. In March of 21, Tasha K retained a Georgia lawyer for an estate planning package for her and her husband. This package included the creation of the following entities and domestic trusts. She made the Bomco Trust, which is an irrevocable living trust for her kids, the Transrena Management Trust, a Florida joint.
So remember, she went to the bankruptcy court and they asked her, "Do you have any trust?" She said no. Right here it says she got 1, 2, 3, 4 trusts she created. She wanted to pay the money. Cardi B. War.
Joint revocable trust and a Tantanu Family Limited Partnership. Okay. Now it says because the litigation with Cardi B was still outgoing, each trust was funded with only $10 cash on hand. No bank account was ever created for any of the domestic trusts, domestic, not including international, and nothing has been transferred into or out of any of the trusts to date. It says the limited partnership was likewise created but valued at zero and never used by the debtor or her husband and their family or other entities. The domestic trust, it says, in the limited partnership, they remain active today but have no value. The debtor intends to dissolve, Tasha K intends to dissolve the Tantu Family Limited Partnership to avoid the unnecessary costs of taxes and annual fees. Listen, this means there was no point of opening a trust you're not funding. She was going to use these to put money in to hide it from Cardi B, and this is an admission.
So that's what she was going to do. This is crazy. You can't make this shit up. Now she got to get rid of the trust because you don't want to hit the taxes. Oh, man.
In the bankruptcy statement documents. So, and then hold on, there's one more paragraph because this is why Cardi B has now filed the documents for substantiation of her finances, because it ain't like there ain't been a history of this acknowledged in these own bankruptcy plan itself. It says as well, quote, after the amended defamation judgment was entered, so before is what she did prior to the judgment being entered. Here it says, after the judgment was entered against Tasha K and Kebby Studios, Tasha tried protecting her family assets and business assets, and in March of 2022, found a random company online, that is what it says, quote, a random company online that advertised it specialized in asset protection through offshore trusts and business entities. The company convinced the debtor, Tasha K, that it could protect her assets in ways that the domestic trust that she and her husband made could not.
Uh-oh.
Tasha K, however misguided, it says, hired this company to create an offshore trust, plural, and limited liability company. She used $25,000 from her husband's company, Carolyn Homes LLC.
This nigga is fucked up too, man. He's gonna crash a, burn along with his wife. Stupid motherfucker. You should have got out of Dodge. You should have never married that motherfucking monkey head ass broad in the first place, dog. For real though, dog. Shit. Ain't no niggas from the state trying to marry this motherfucker or trying to be with her. Shit. You should have saw the signs. Now we know why. Jeez.
To fund the purchase and creation of the following, quote, the Sambasky Investment Trust in the Cook Islands and the Sinokis LLC in the island of Nevis. I got a homeboy who's a lawyer over there. He makes these trusts for people. The trusts that are created in Nevis are solely to hide assets. That is it. That is all. I can't say about Cook Islands, but it sounds about right. She ain't got no business over at Cook Islands. Ain't nobody over on Cook Islands except from indigenous people and survivor contestants, okay? She ain't never been over there to the Cook Islands. This was to hide money. It says neither of the trusts have ever been nor ever will be utilized by the debtor. This is just putting it in the documents. The point here is her now saying, Cardi B is dragging me to court, so I need to GoFundMe so I don't have to keep going back and forth to court. Nah. Cardi B is taking you to court because the math ain't mathin', and you have a history of hiding assets, making trust accounts, moving money, and her legal team is simply doing what you agreed that they could do according to the agreement you signed last year. So now let's talk about what happens if in fact she raises the money from the GoFundMe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not telling anybody not to support. If you want to support, go for it. But what will happen is, number one, this GoFundMe is subject to income taxes. So
there you go.
If she gets the full 3.5 million, that would put her at the 37% tax bracket.
Let's see, 30%. Let's see what is. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I got my calculator here. Hold on. Let's see what this is. 3.5 million. $1.2 million. She got to pay taxes. So she's going to be in the hole in taxes. If my math is right.
To include the other income that she's already had, that would all be added together by the IRS. So for the 3.5 million alone that she's seeking to earn, 1.2 million of that is taxes. It has to be paid to taxes. GoFundMe does not let you escape taxes. All of that is right, and she's going to have to pay that. In addition, if you're going to support the GoFundMe, know that the goal of this, right, which is for her to get back her freedom of speech and to be able to talk and say what she wants, the goal of that was something that could have been accomplished prior to by just taking down the videos. In other words, Tasha K has launched a GoFundMe. Here, what we have seen is based on all of this, Tasha cannot get out of the bankruptcy until she has made all the payments. Here's what's also important. What this means is if you've ever been in bankruptcy or know someone who has, I'm not saying she wants to buy a house or anything like that. It's my understanding her home in Georgia is actually up for sale, but she cannot buy a new home, as an example, while currently in bankruptcy. You can't take out any new credit. You can't even get a new credit card while in bankruptcy. So
yeah, everything is stopped. Everything is stopped. You can't get nothing.
If there's certain investments that she would like to make into her business, this will prevent it until she gets out of bankruptcy. Also, if someone wants to invest in her business, let's say they want to give her a cash infusion to build a studio, the bankruptcy trustee has to approve it and has to decide that money, that investment would not be better spent handing it over to Cardi B. So that is how come she also wants to be able to control, right? Have more control over her finances, what happens with her money, as well as, if she wants to get her kids another house, etc. She'll be able to do that. She will no longer be under those control. Tasha K, though, she cannot get out of bankruptcy until all of this is paid off. In other words, here, the issue is that Tasha K made too much money. Tasha K wants the GoFundMe because she has now made so much money. She made 42% more money than she projected to Cardi B that she would earn in that 1 year alone. As a result of that, she's dramatically going to have to increase her payment plan. So next year, it was slated to only be approximately, as in this year currently. So this is year 2, currently approximately $20,000. She's now made 42% more, which is almost half. She's made 50% more money than
So she gonna be paying $37,000. Look like she gonna be paying $30,000 a month. See, the motherfucker might be evil and say Gil's 40. Oh no.
She was making before. So instead of 20, maybe Cardi B's team's like, no, based on our calculations, you should be paying us 30, 35, 40 a month.
There you go.
They're entitled to do that under the plan.
Of course I'm right.
And it is solely between Cardi B, Tasha K, and the bankruptcy trustee. The bankruptcy trustee even has the ability to look over the financials and say, once Cardi B's team, if they get the documents they're asking for, and say, oh yeah, Tasha K's, she's got it. She can up these payments to Cardi B to double that or what have you. So that's why Tasha K wants to get out of this GoFundMe. I'm sorry, get out of this bankruptcy, is because she wants this GoFundMe to pay her bills because she's making too much money. She doing too good. And how good is Tasha K doing? Tasha K is doing so good that her own documents provided by her lawyer to Cardi B's legal team quarterly show that she earned just Tasha K. This does not include what her husband.
So now the only way she can get out of this is burn her channel down, burn her YouTube channel down. That's where most of the money coming from, but she ain't gonna do that. So now she won't be making that money. 75% of her money coming from YouTube. You see it here in the documents. Burn her YouTube channel down. Start over. Or just don't go on, don't have on be on YouTube. Get on Rumble somewhere. You're not gonna make the money that you make on YouTube on Rumble. That'd be perfect. But that means that she'd be really in trouble because she, like I said before, that move it won't work either because the fact that, you know, they're gonna take her to court for bankruptcy. Oh, you intentionally ruin your channel so you willing to pay this money. So she's fucked anyway she go. That's it. She's finished. I think she's gonna end up in jail. I want to stop it from here. Stop it there. So we heard it now. We're almost at the end anyway. Yeah. So hey man, this is crazy. Do I wish her luck? Hell fucking no. She will put this on herself. Sorry, she put this shit on herself, man. Ain't nobody that blames her. And her husband ain't trying to help her. If her husband would help her, she wouldn't be in this mess. He's going wrong with the ride because he think he's gonna get money out of this. So he ain't shit either. And we said Warren said that he punched a woman because she put out a box cutter on him. Well, Jalen, I know he was crashing out like that. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on real quick, man. I'm gonna get into the Iran war right now so we can talk about this. Hold on, folks. Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about Iran war. I'm gonna play this video first. This one. Okay, got this. All right. Iran war, folks. Straight at Hamas. The Iran new leader came out with a first message talking about the Straits of Hamas will be closed as a tool of pressure, and Iran neighbors are being targeted due to the U.S. bases in their countries. It's creating an oil shock. I'm gonna go through the prices of oil that happened today. I'll put this up to the stock market, and this all happened today. Now let me see where the stock's at. I think stocks went up. No, it was down. Okay, the stocks. Okay, the stocks seem like it closed open market. It closed at 100, minus 100. NASDAQ 400. The pre-market is minus 730. Everything is down. Everything is down. Everything's in as a minus, except for the United States VIX. But everything is down, man. Everything is bad. It's bad out here. Iran war threatened to undermine Trump favorite bragging point. That's right, it is. Stocks fall. Global oil claimed $100 a barrel. Mortgage rates climb 6.11% as ever. That's no good. So we're gonna get into this with this the new Supreme Leader of Iran said. Let's go.
What have we learned from what Khamenei had to say?
Yes, Vlad, and in fact, that statement is still being read. It's going on for about 8 minutes now on national television. The lines, we're seeing some clarity on where Moshe Khamenei, the new supreme leader, wants to go in terms of the direction of the war. He said that all U.S. bases should immediately be closed in the region, and he says that those bases will be attacked, as we have been seeing over the past now 13.
So this throw a monkey wrench in what Trump was talking about. Getting out, we destroyed all of them. This guy said our bases be closed now. What's going on? So Trump was bumping your head. Like I said, Trump thought that this was going to be in and out, and that's it. We'll scare him with our military might. It ain't happening. They said as long as y'all there, you're gonna be attacked. Remember, you killed his dad. You tried to kill him and what 44 other Iranian leaders. What do you think was gonna happen? So we're gonna back down. He's up to ante. It's fucked up now. Let's go.
Days of this war. Remember Al Udeid, the biggest base in the region by the U.S. military, Bahrain's the Fifth Fleet in Bahrain as well. The Supreme Leader also says that the closure of the Strait of Hormuz should be continued as a tool to pressure the enemy. And we've been seeing that oil prices have been rising. It pipped $100 a barrel overnight as the strait continues to be closed and more ports.
I thought he's saying that we're gonna reopen the straits. That's what Trump said. What happened? What happened, folks? Oh, we're gonna send a military escort in there. And they want to get in there. The shit mine. You can get in there, and it's like there's a lot of bottleneck in there. You know, they can't. You know, a hypersonic missile can hit them, boom, they gone. They might be able to catch some of them other things, but it's too close in. You can't run. You run a big ship in there or a battle fleet in there, it's gonna get destroyed. Anyway, let's go.
And vessels continue to be targeted. He says that Iran will not refrain from, this is a paraphrasing here, avenging the blood of its martyrs. Obviously, this is in regards to Israel and the United States. Notably, he's also saying a message to his Gulf neighbors, which are getting the brunt of this in terms of directed attacks on U.S. military bases, but also the collateral damage. He says that we believe in friendship with neighbors and only target the bases here, the U.S. bases. And he says that we will inevitably continue. Also, he's telling his own people that they should be united. He thanks the martyrs, and he says that there will be revenge. Latest death toll that we've just seen out is about 2,000 people, but more than 3 million people have been displaced in this war so far. But the first words coming out from the Supreme Leader, notably, we are not seeing his some kind of live face or even a televised taped a video from him. Only this, we have gotten word that he was wounded in the first hours, the first day of this war.
So they did almost get him. So that, of course, so he almost got it along with his father. First day of war. So now you dealing with a man that's on a mission now. You done fucked up. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can. Okay, let's go ahead and see this. I want to play this. Okay. Let me play this. Now Trump. Oh, let me stop sharing this. Okay, this is out of Fox News. I want to play this. Now, is it Trump admits surprise at the Iran response? Let's go.
I spoke with President Trump for about 20 minutes as he traveled from Florida back to the White House. We had a wide-ranging discussion about Operation Epic Fury and the ongoing strikes against the Iranian regime that even at this hour, we understand Israeli planes are in the skies over Iran. The president told me that one of the things that surprised me most was when they attacked countries that were not attacking them, speaking about Iran launching missiles and drones toward Gulf countries like the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. I also asked the commander-in-chief about the timing of this operation, and he said if we waited 3 days, I believe we would have been attacked. The president went on to discuss more about his decision-making process, adding that breakfast.
Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I'm trying to find out here. I gotta see it. I might have to come back and get this. Okay. Okay, they don't have it here yet. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. Oh man, I was going to play that. They got it. Okay, I can't find it. I got it, but I might probably come back to it. But anyway, let's continue. What I want to talk. Okay, these people who are not going. No, they're not lying down, Char Willie. They not, man. I'm telling you, man. This is crazy. Now Trump is mad because what I'm getting. Trump is mad because they aired this speech by the Iranian supreme leader. He's mad because it makes him look crazy out here. It makes him look crazy. So all that stuff he said. Oh, hold on. No, it make him look crazy because all that stuff he said, this and that and third, it make him look like he's a liar. That he was bumping the American people's heads, which he did. You can't make this shit up, dog. This is bad, man. I mean, we in a war, but people told you, man, don't do it. Remember, Trump got in this war because of one thing. To push deflection off of him and Epstein files. That's why. It was from no other reason. It's no other reason. No other reason why. No other reason why, folks. No other reason why. But then what we have now is that because of the speech, guess what? The barrel of oil went up. The barrel of oil is at $100. That's a Brent crude, and the WTI is at 95. And then the highest gas prices in Cali. And someone said gas at California was at $8. It is. Some stations in Los Angeles reported surpassed $8. Now over in Los Angeles County, it's $5. That's the average. San Diego $5.30. Orange County $5.37. I mean, over Los Angeles $5.41. $6 in Mono County, which is the highest in the state. Humboldt County $5.85. Where I'm at, it's at basically $5. Now there's a few stations I see around here that's at $4.95 now. All the ARCO stations basically is $5. You know, Marin County $5.64, San Mateo County $5.63, San Francisco. I'm sure this is some $6 over there. $5.59. It's probably that's the lowest grade. I'm talking about the lowest grade now. Napa Valley $5.55. So I'm looking at tomorrow, it's gonna go up even more. That's because of the Strait of Hormuz is closed, according to the Iranian supreme leader who gave this speech. It's closed. And all this stuff about the Navy going in and try to escort these ships, and that ain't happening. They got the shit in mind. Not only that, it's too dangerous. Like I told you, it's a bottleneck there. You can't put no big ship in there. They're going to get destroyed. And then if those ships get destroyed and they be sitting up in the, you know, sitting in the strait, non-movable, you got to get that ship out of there, right? Right. It's just it's a bad deal. And then we got this threat. I think this was just fear factor here, you know, about drones attacking California. Iranian drones attacking California. I don't think that's going to happen because a drone can't reach from all the way over here. It has to be somebody that, you know, employed a drone from some sort of ship. Maybe some supercell got drones. I don't know how they be able to sneak those drones in that big, etc. Maybe they use little ones or something. But the ones that we saw is like a size of a small little plane. You know, that's what they're talking about. That's not coming here. But that's a fear factor. And I think that maybe Trump or somebody in the administration want that because then Trump can sit there and call martial law if, you know, California get attacked or something. And then he can postpone the midterm election and the main election in 2028. You know, he'd be president. He don't have to worry about the midterms and anything like that. Because he know that the midterms come out, they're gonna lose the midterm. I think the Republicans are gonna lose the midterm bad now. Because of the war. The one thing the president don't want, they'll make you lose, is the war or scandal. And we got serious war and he got scandal. He got double jeopardy. Trump got double jeopardy now. And he tried to use one to get the heat off him. It didn't work. Plan failed. And then Trump, and then it's stuff that Trump is saying. Oh, we have to endure a little pain. American citizens have to endure a little pain until the war is over. Tax is going to be high. Gas is going to be high. But then, you know, that goes against what he promised. Oil is going to be low, but oil is high now. Gas, too, is going to go higher and higher. And this time, I don't think the gas is going down. Even though they tap into these reserves, you only got so many reserves. So much reserves left. USA going to tap into their oil reserves. And other countries are doing it. But how long can you do that? How long that's going to hold? If you burn it out, what? Hundreds of millions of barrels a day of oil. How long? So I saw someone on Star said that, well, I think Trump is gonna cause attack in the United States. To me, I guess that person was saying that the United States is gonna attack their own citizen just to cause martial law, just so he can drop a nuke. And all this dropping a nuke, man, nobody's gonna do that, man. Nobody's gonna do that. I heard these discussions, and that's just insanity. Drop a nuke, you kill yourself, kill the land. What you gonna do? Drop 3 or 4 nukes over there in the mountain area where probably all the Iranian bases at. Drop the first nuke, everybody's going against you. European Union, Russia, China. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Unless the United States is attacked with a nuke, then nobody gonna drop no nuke. But these people that's under Trump, that's rolling with Trump, you never know what they're thinking. They might try to do it, but then that's when he'll get impeached. They'll probably get him out of office, impeach him. Trump is down in a hole. But Trump was saying that we can endure the pain until this war is over. And then some people like Bannon and stuff saying that we need a victory, which is MAGA. He's against it somewhat. Steve Bannon is kind of like on the fence. But he's saying that we need to win the war. If we're going to do it, we got to win the war. If we're not, it's going to be bad. If Trump pull out, which he's going to have to pull out, he'd be better pulling out. He's going to say that, well, we did our job. That's it, and pull out. If you do that, people are going to say that you lost. You wasted because of all the pressure on him. But still, he didn't solve nothing because now he pull out. They're going to bring up the Epstein on him again. Like I said, Trump is in a hole that he can't get out now. And then you got MAGA turning on him, especially Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly. Nick Fuentes already said that, hey, man, when midterms come, vote Democrat. He's already given the victory to the Democrats. And then Rupert Murdoch said that, stop this campaign is hurting the economy. And what Trump promised the people, the MAGA people that voted in, is that no more forever wars, lower gas, oil, and America is always first. Going to war along with Israel is not America first. You put in Israel. As a matter of fact, a lot of them think that Israel is telling Trump what to do. They're saying his son-in-law, which is a Jewish person, is telling him, convince him to go to war. This is what I'm hearing now. So, folks, this is pretty bad. Okay. No, I didn't destroy my channel. Okay, you say happy birthday, but you say, God damn you. No, I didn't. I got rid of it. Starting over. That's not destroying the channel. You need to stop listening to them suckers. I got rid of it. It's gone. And not monetized, nothing. I'm starting over. So I'll let you stay up because you did say happy birthday. Hold on real quick. Oh yeah, I meant that. I almost had to mention that. Yeah, man, had some terror shooting in Detroit. Yeah, hit this Jewish mosque. So it's another tether. I mean, she gonna have a field day on these terrorists, man. I'm telling you, man, this is crazy, man. As long as ain't none of us doing that shit, dog. That's all I can say on that. I'm glad you're not, Jalen. I'm glad you're not, Jalen. What do you mean, Old Dominion University? Wait a minute, that's two. Because it was Detroit. You mean, is this another one? This is. Let's see, mass shootings today. Hold on, let me get this. This is part of what we talk. Mass shootings. Okay, you have the one. Okay, one victim dead, 2 injured in Virginia, Old Dominion University. And then you got the Michigan synagogue. That just happened. Damn. Whew. All in one day. You a coon? Well, I don't know, Jalen. You might have to change it. You don't want to be a coon. Coon is you down with them white folk, you a coon. I don't think you want to be a coon. You down for going back to slavery and all that shit and this and that, and I don't think you. Nah. You don't want to be a coon. Not a good thing to be. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. 13 days into the war. So almost tomorrow will be 14 days. 2 weeks. Just saying. So next thing I want to talk about, this is the last thing to talk about, is 50 Cent, man. 50 Cent versus everybody. You have to talk about that. 50 Cent is catching hell out here. Now, he went in on Mano. I think that his raps, his diss is not the subpar. I don't know what's going on. One verse and then a whole verse talking about Mano. Mano came back, clapped back at him. And then people saying it's okay, whatever. I heard part of it and stuff, yeah. But he's still getting at 50 Cent. And then Papoose put put that short one out. He was in the car, and then he put a full one out, and he decimated him on that, man. And then you had T.I. with his 3 disses with his sons, 1 each. So 50 Cent is getting hit from all sides, man. I mean, what do you think is supposed to happen? You called yourself the boogeyman out here. His diss tracks is not doing anything. And where's his boys at? Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, whoever. We know that Lloyd ain't gonna ride with him. We know that Young Buck ain't gonna ride with him. We sure know the game ain't. It's amazing. I'll be surprised that the game won't come out with something. Maybe they just waiting in the wings. Is it what you said? Oh, that means that you turn down your own black people for white supremacy, right? Yeah. Basically, yes. More than that, but yes, that's it. So you don't want to do that. for racist white people. The racist ones, I guess. You got to say it, the racist ones. And then I'm hearing that 50 Cent took a shot at LL Cool J. I'm trying to still figure out what he said, but he said something. Let's see, 50 Cent. Now, TV said he did a video. Okay, he said early in 2026, 50 Cent criticized LL for following Mr. Ryan credit on Capital. Oh, this is old, man. Okay, this is some old shit. Okay. Okay, this is about some song Paradise, and then 50 Cent claimed that he wrote the chorus while LL denied using ghostwriters and expressed frustration at suggesting that his verses were not his own. Oh, so he's saying that LL don't need no ghostwriter. Come on, man. 50, you crazy. You lost your mind. Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about that. You don't want LL to jump in this shit and say something. And then LL will demolish you. Shit, you can forget that, man. Y'all can say, "Oh, he's old, that he rapping like this and rapping like that," and I'm hearing the comments. The 50 Cent fans are staying loyal, especially Younger Man. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what is the big plan 50 have for these people that's coming at him. What is this chess thing? Well, you gonna bring up the 48 laws of power? Well, Papoose in his last diss track, shot that down, saying that 48 law of power is some evil shit. You can read in the Quran. And I never liked that book because that book was based on deception, but getting over on people. And I don't think nothing good come after it, even though it does help you protect you from these snakes out here. But it's like you got to be a snake in order for that shit to work. You're a good person, man. You're going to have a conscience, man. He's going to be plaguing on you. 48 laws of power. That is. You think he's getting jumped by the sisterhood? That's on him. He can handle it. He can handle it. He can handle getting jumped by a sisterhood. Let him handle that. That's his battles, not none of our battles. He ain't got nothing to do with us. But 50 Cent brought this on himself. Folks, right on himself. Okay, let me get this. Brought this on himself. Brought this on himself. He was known as the boogeyman out here. The boogeyman of rap. Basically by so many words. Remember, he started his rap career dissing everyone. Remember that first rap he came out with before he got his deal? He dissing everybody, to Jay-Z, to everybody. James Robin, this and that, and then his song was about who? Dissing Ja Rule. Wankster, fake gangster. I'm a real gangster. So he lived by the disc records. He lived by that. And now he don't want to do it now, because he's in this position now where he's making some real paper, and he got opportunity open for him being in the movie industry, producing these movies, the Power series, and all that, and more. Come on now, really? On himself, you know it's gonna come back, and then you still trolling. If it was all right, you was in the movies and you stopped. You didn't say nothing about nobody, but you kept trolling people on here, online and stuff. You became the king troll out here. Well, now it's coming back on you. It's coming back on you. That's all I could say on that, man. You know, but we got. What is people gonna go? Who else is gonna jump into it? That's a good move. Stay out of that, people. Let them have that. Stay out of that. Don't be involved in that beef with them too. And whoever else over there is putting their 2 cents in there. The next thing I want to talk about is Angry Man. Apparently, Red Supreme is going at Angry Man again. He's been going at Angry Man, calling him out for actually, caping for Latinos, saying that Black Americans is racist towards Latinos. I mean, I heard this shit. I'm going like, really? But the thing about Red Supreme is that, he do these reaction videos. He actually have a reactionary channel where he reacts to everybody else. He does content here and there, of course, but then his bread and butter comes from reacting to people like Angry Man, Anton Daniels now. Who else? Ringo and everybody out there. And that's what you are, is a reaction channel. But he was always like that anyway. When the Manosphere was always City and stuff like that. Now he does this content about street life and as far as the gang violence and stuff like that, the Crips blood, politics, jail politics. That's good. And remember, he started out doing the Mackin thing. A lot of people come on here doing the Mackin thing, but the Mackin is played out. That's why they move away from it. Some people still want to sit there and still do the Mackin thing. That shit's played out. Mackin hoes and that there, this and that third, the pimping shit, pimping talk. All that shit's gone. Because you got too many simps out here now. They bypassing all that. They don't want to sit there and learn how to Mac the girls and all this stuff like that. Being a lady, they don't want. They just say they got the money, put the money out there, and see if the bitch broad bite. They looking, they're not looking up to the max no more. They're looking at the people like Andrew Tate, to be paying for women or whatever, to Myron Gaines, first CEO. All that shit listening to Steve, the D. Williams, it's out. It's out. It's finished. It's gone. Especially if you're not a certain height and all that stuff like that. But if you got money, they'll try to get with you. Maybe that's why all these guys are so upset with these women arguing with women, because the women just don't pick them straight out no more. It's short. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of rough for the young ones out here now. Trying to talk to these women out here, man. It's just never had no shit like that before. Even though certain guys get talked to because they're ugly, but if you had money, you can get them. That was always a thing. But she herself will tell you, get an ugly man that loves you, that's in love with you. See you as a warrior, put you on a pedestal. Don't get no man that put himself on a pedestal. Got some self-worth about himself. Oh, you can't have that. You can't have that shit. Oh, hell. But anyway, Red Supreme Channel, he's doing the work. He's doing the work. But it just seems like it's more reactionary channel than actually content to me, which is still content, because fans want to hear about Angry Man and stuff. Angry Man is always a good topic because Angry Man is no disrespect. He's the most disrespected YouTuber on here, man. Hey, man, he got that title. He's always going at somebody with disrespecting him. Got 800,000 subs. Only figure out 800,000 subs and still on these low end channels. Still over there under Anton Daniels. Well, remember, Anton Daniels had less than him. He had 800 or whatever, 700. And Anton just shot past him. He be on all these other channels that got what, 10,000, 20,000 subs. Not even that, 5,000. I don't know why, but he can't make the transition to a different audience. And maybe that's why I think that he is, trying to do the Myron Gaines and Anton Daniel method, by talking bad about black people, this and that third, calling out black people for being racist, white people, and all this shit. Trying to come up, trying to get to that man because he'll stay at 800 for a long time. Good chance that he might not get past 800,000. But he is steady moving, so that's good thing. So I don't know. But I really hope that he does get some fame. Get up there, get a million, and get some fame. Hope the universe give him just what he wants, fame. That's what a lot of people want. Fame, success. Big time. Like Anton Daniels, but look how the fame is fucking with him. Everybody and their mama is doing a video about him to come up. But that's what he wanted. You had 1 million subs, you didn't need to go on Corey Holcomb's show. Because their goal is to get 10 million, 20 million, 50 million. Be like I Show Speed and stuff. Cutie Pie, Jake Paul, 100 million subs. Get on TV, on reality show. Someone that got 1 million subs, or 800, man, he don't tell me that he can't get on a reality show. Angry Man can't get on a reality show. I'm just saying, where's the opportunities at? Oh, but you got to give yourself. You don't want to do it. So maybe people are asking. He said people be asking him to go ahead and he can turn them down and stuff because, I don't know. But sooner or later, they're gonna stop asking you. They ask you now, you should try to jump on something to get us up out of the algorithm. If not, they're gonna stop asking you. They're gonna start asking the next guy. I'm just saying. Just saying. But anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So the Cash App only got one. It's Miller and it's other food. He said, "Get a life." You know what? Hold on. You know what I'm doing? Man, it's almost like you just be playing with motherfuckers. Shit, they call you broke and dusty, straight up and down. If the women can give some money, he said, "Come on, man, stop it, man. That's crazy." So give him back his shit. There you go. Y'all gave it thinking that, well, he'll take $1. He ain't getting no money. He'll take it. No, you can have your $1 back. Have it $2, $3. Ain't no more $1, $2, $3, nigga. It's $5 here on out. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Where's my $1, $2?
What I say?
Right. So we gonna do it like that. This is Uncle REG over here. This ain't Reg the bad guy. Get over it. I got over it. The only reason why I'm talking is because y'all keep mentioning my name. If y'all mention my name, then I'll be all right. I won't say anything about nothing. But anyway, it's my birthday. I'm not talking about that bullshit no more. This is for me. I want to say thank you for coming through. The people Cash App, Ms. Miller, appreciate it. I appreciate it. And the others, before Charles Willie and Alan. Appreciate it. But yeah, motherfucker be doing too much on here, man. They do too much on here, man. Some things it's more than money. Your self-respect, your dignity, and peace of mind, your health, especially your health. For real though. But anyway, I'll stream on both my channels. It's weird. This is wild. But anyway, I'm out of here. So thank you. Appreciate it. I got 3 hours in, 3 hours, almost close to 4. Yeah, but I wanted to get through all this stuff I had to talk about, man. I don't know, man. Things might get a little bit hard for a lot of people out here, man. The gas going up and everything, which means that it's going to affect food. It's going to affect everything. Everything is being affected. It's going to be affected. Better buckle down because it looks like this war is going for the long haul unless Trump just say, I quit. We can't do it no more because the economy is getting hit. The longer he stays in the war, the worse it's going to be for him. Trust me, it's not looking bad. Like I said, the market's down by 700. The after hours is down by 700 points. It's going to be a bear tomorrow. Shit. Now you can look up gas, go up another 30 cents. Jeez. Oh, and I know y'all down in the South is going to have some problems, man, because y'all not used to our prices. We kind of got adjusted to paying $4 and shit out here. $5 and shit. We got kind of somewhat adjusted. Even though you can't take it, it been like this for a while here. Even when everybody else was down, we still was at 4. The lowest it got is about 305 or something. That's it. And after that, it went straight back up again. So we used to paying almost 4, and we went straight to 4. Everybody else paying $3, $2. I hear some people was paying down in the backwoods, $1.50. Trump was, yeah. He's praising. Yeah, gas down to $1.30 in this state, in this town. Yeah, that's a backwards. There's nobody there. That shit ain't like that now. Oh, that shit's probably $3 now. Folks, you're not gonna be seeing $1 no more. I mean, I thought I would never see $1, but then I guess it was no place in the States that where it was $1 something, $1.80 or something like that. It's crazy. That shit's gonna go now. Gemini, what's up? Oh man, this is crazy. You guys see how it's gonna go. So the only thing I can say after this is keep your head up. Keep your head up, niggas. Shit, it's gonna be a rough ride. I know where this is gonna go, but we gotta get out of this war. We gotta get out of this war because now the Iranian supreme leader said we close down the Strait of Hormuz, and we're gonna keep attacking these Air Force bases. These U.S. bases, not Air Force. These U.S. bases that's in the Gulf. So that's what's going down. Yeah, do what you want with reason. Yeah, exactly. You down with the passport sector? Yeah, nobody's talking about the passport right now, really. It gone twice. Hit the gong twice on the soundboard. Let's see. I'm gonna get out of here, man. That's it for me. Let me go. I gotta eat. I made my old red famous spaghetti. So there we go. Yeah. Birthday dinner. Yes. Anyway, I'm out of here. Uncle REG signing off. Peace.